everyone, it's Pam from GlamJunkJournals, and today we're going to do the second in my tutorial series on how I make my junk journals from start to finish. So if you guys remember in the last video, what we did was we created 3 signatures, and what I've done off camera is given you guys a little bit of an idea of where I go from there. So my goal in this video is to show you how I design and create the layers on my pages, and I'm trying to keep these videos somewhat short so that you guys will stick with me and enjoy the process. So I'll just kind of go through what my thought process is. So what I did off camera is I clipped my 3 signatures together. We made these last time, and what I'm decided I'm going to do is on the outside of each signature I'm going to attach a bow, or I should say a ribbon, and tied with a bow, and that's how they're going to be in the journal. And if you see these 3 pages, these 2 have the similar outer cover, and this one is a little different. So the way I'm going to put the journal together is one of these borders on that outside, and then in the middle is going to be this outer cover, and then the bottom is going to be that. So that's my thought process here. Now, whether it ends up that way or not is another story. So what I like to do is keep my inspirational pieces, whatever they may be, in view. So if you guys remember, this gorgeous handkerchief and this fabric are what are inspiring me for this journal. So I keep those close. And another thing that I do is I clip each of my signatures together with a heavy-duty clip here, and that way, if they're in the order you like them, it keeps them that way. Because trust me, if I start taking stuff out and messing around with the pages, I forget, and that's not a big deal. But if I like the way the order is, I'd like to keep it that way. So, and these are not attached yet, so what I decided to do is just take out one of the signatures and tell you where I go from here. And these are the pages that we put together last time, and I did add some additional pages inside. If I could talk today, it would be great. And let me just show you what I did. So we added all those yesterday. I did add some Edith Holden in, and I interspersed them between the plain sheets because I like the way it breaks up the monochromatic look. So, and then got some music sheet. I did add a piece of paper from a magazine, a tear out, which I thought was gorgeous. So really what I did is I just added some additional pages that I had pulled out. And let me show you one other one that I added in this. This is going to be the middle signature. Let's see what else I added on here. Oh, I added a doily, a blue doily, and then another page from that vintage magazine. So really, that is the base for each of my signatures. So let me get this one out of the way. We're going to work on this one today. And looking at this, I'm staring in my mind at a blank page. That's what I see. Now, granted, this ribbon is going to be on the outside, and so that could create a tuck spot or something, to hold a tag, because when it's tied across like this, you'll be able to hold a booklet or something like that. So that's going to be my thought for this page. I am going to add some additional stamping on there, and maybe we'll get to that today. But like I said, keep your pages together. Move that out of the way here. We're going to tackle this page today. What I like to do is I like to build from the bottom up. So basically think of when you're starting on a page, the background or what you're gonna see, but not the focal point on the top. So what I do with all my pages, and I'm not gonna do this on camera, is I'm going to sew around the edge of each of my pages. I don't do it on the writing pages, but I do it on the thicker pieces of paper because I think it kind of gives it a finishing touch. But what we're going to do is we're going to start some stamping and stenciling. I like to do that because it creates a good base for whatever ephemera or fabric or whatever you want to put on your page. I like it as a background. So I just happen to have, remember in your focal or your inspirational pieces, I've got the navy, and then if you look at this gorgeous handkerchief, it's got the greens and the different blues, pops of yellow and purple and a teeny bit of white. So that's going to be how I look at each page. So I've got some purple, and this is from Stays On, and this is a permanent ink. And I got this at a thrift store, but I have seen it at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. It's very rare that I find these at thrift stores and they actually work, but this one I did. So I've got Royal Purple, and I've got two mini distress inks, Faded Jeans and Chipped Sapphire. These are both from Tim Holtz. And this is Ranger Archival ink. This is also a permanent ink that you can get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And this is in Sunflower. So I thought, those colors might look good on this page just to bring these two fabrics into the pages. So we're going to start with some stencils. Yay! Love stenciling. So I am particularly fond of things that have flowers and flourishes and very feminine stencils, but obviously, use whatever your style is. Not saying anyone is better than the others, that's just what I gravitate to. So these are from Stampers Anonymous collection from Tim Holtz. And I am going to start with my all-time fave, which is this one. It's kind of a flourish. And this table, just a little side note here, this is a table that my husband not built for me, but he put this over the top of just a card table or one of those longer banquet tables. And this is not real wood, so I can just wipe it off. So it was a good plan because I get really messy. Just saying. So let's start with some purple. And what I like about this, and one thing that I have learned is when you're stenciling the outside, see this little border? I don't like the way a stencil looks if it has this straight line at the edge of it. So I like to move my stencil down a little bit so that it goes over the edge. And that's just, again, personal preference. And if you look, it looks like it goes on really dark. And I apologize if I'm bonking the camera. I'm going to try and not, push too hard here. Now it looks like that's just going to be all like in dark splotches. But when you take it off, it really isn't. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, I love that. And you don't have to be exact, which is really fun because I'm not an exacting kind of person. So like I said, there again, I try to stay away from this border. And then I'm just gonna move up the pages, or the page I should say. And you can do as much or as little as you want, because like I said, this is going to be the bottom layer of my page. So really, you're not going to see that much through there. Love this. It is gorgeous. This color is called Royal Purple. Oh, yes, and it is definitely royal. Now see what I did on the edge? There's the edge right there. That's my stamp. That's a mess up, but nothing in the junk journal world is a mess up, so I will fix that. All right. Got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. So from there, see there again, see that bugs me, but that's just me. So what I do, I'm done with the purple now, and I am going to take one of my wipes here and see if I can get some of the purple off. But like I said, this is a permanent ink, so thank goodness for you know, these replaceable ink daubers. Sheesh. Now this can be cleaned. I'm not going to do it right now, but I do like to clean mine after every crafting session. And what works really well is nail polish remover. So I'm going to get that guy out of there. And I'm going to do a little bit of another color and another pattern. So this is one of the flower patterns, also from the Tim Holtz collection. And I do have two different ink blending tools. So I'm going to kind of go over the other stencil and just kind of move it, you know, move it around and see what it looks like. See, that looks really good, except that bugs me still. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Maybe I'll have to put something over that one. Right. Okay. So what I like about doing this kind of stuff is once you get a pattern down, I seem to follow the outlines of the pattern, and then I get more ideas for how to further embellish the page. And I'll show you what I mean. Like, for example, this down here, not necessarily this particular one, but what I see with the flower image there is, you know, something to draw around the outside, maybe using some glitter pearls or something along those lines. So I just let the pattern dictate what I'm going to do next. All right, that looks good. Maybe some on the outside though, like over here. And I don't line up my stencil patterns at all. I just kind of go with the flow on that. All right, that looks good. Now what I think I might do, because this center thing is still bugging me, is I'm going to get my purple back out. And maybe kind of go over it a little more and continue the purple out. Yep. Oh, look at that. Look how pretty that looks. Oh yeah. There you go. Yippee. Love that. And I like how there's different parts of the purple that are more prominent, deeper colors than the other areas. I think that's fabulous. Just gives it such a depth. Oh, look at that. Oh, yay. Teeny bit up here. Yippee! Oh, that's so pretty. Loving that. Okay. Close my inks because I am famous for leaving them open and then they get all dried out. So from here, let's think about this here for a minute. Got a lot of pattern going on here, which is okay. Not saying that it isn't. And if you guys also remember, I am going to sew around the edge. So let's see. Let's create a pocket on this page. So what I like to use for pockets is either fabric or heavier cardstock, or a combination of both. So let's see what I got here. Let's see what goes. I did grab some scrapbook paper. That goes pretty good. But I still, you know, gotta look at my inspiration here, what I got going, because that just keeps me in the groove. Now this is a dark navy with some writing on it, and that is from Hobby Lobby. I can show you where I got that. Hold on just a second. Actually, my fault, it was Michael's. Craft Smart paper pad. Sometimes they have these on sale where you get like 2 for $20, and this is heavy duty cardstock. It's got 48 sheets, and it's from, it says Hot Buy. I know you guys have probably seen this. This is Dark Elegance. So that's from that paper pack. So I might use that. And then I pulled out some wallpaper. Look at that. So heavy duty cardstock, fabric, or even wallpaper. Let's see what looks the best on this page. That goes pretty good because it offsets with the dark. This, I think, although I love to mix patterns, might be too much going on there. That one is too light. That one's another too much pattern going on. Okay, so we're going to use this. All right. Now, I know most of you guys know how to do pockets and stuff like that. There's so many different ways. But what I am going to do here, let me fix that light. It's kind of bugging me. Is I like to use my tear ruler. If you don't have a tear ruler, no big deal. You can also use just regular scissors or some scrapbooking scissors. These are some of my favorites. I love this squiggly pattern there, and it kind of goes with the squiggly there. Or, you know, just tear it freehand. Now, if you're going to use a tear ruler, and these are from We Are Memory Keepers, by the way, what I like to do is, let me start with the corner again, get this back, and I eyeball it. So I want my corner to be, you know, maybe about that wide, and we're just going to wing it. We're going to go sideways here, so add a diagonal. And We Are Memory Keepers, the guide is, if you look if you know you got the right side up, it says We Are Memory, or We Are Tear Guide. So make sure you can read it, and that way you know it's the right side up. There's also an angle on the one side of the tear. And what you do is, I'm going to stand up on this one, hold the ruler down really firmly and pull it at an angle towards you, not straight down, because what I found is then I just make a regular tear. You want it to go up against the ruler to get that design. Let me get it going here. Maybe. There we go. Let's see how that's working. See how I pulled it towards the ruler? And you get a great corner. So let's see from there. Looks pretty good. It's a little too wide, but who cares, right? Because you can just cut that off, which is what I'll do with my squiggly scissors, which match the squiggly pattern of the tear ruler. There you go. Ta-da! Yay, yay, yay. Now from here, I do want one on the other side. If you remember, these are not going to be facing each other because it's not the center of a signature. What it is this is going to be on one side. So basically the first page of the signature, and this one's going to be on the last. So they're not going to be facing each other, so you can do something totally different on the other side. But I like to kind of keep my things flowing throughout the journal. So I'm going to do another one on this page, but I am going to have it angling down this time. So if you're smarter than the paper, which I am not, you could just flip this over and do that on the other side, which I might do. Let's see. So use the other corner. Oh, but wait, gotta think about this. There's words. Oh no, there's words. Now this, this one's right side up, right? Okay, because I can see it. This one is right side up. This other one, let's see here. If I flip that over and do it like that, this one will be right side up also, except when I put it on the page like that. Wait a minute. What am I doing here? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's think about this here for a second. You want the other side to be like this again. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is pull this down and do the same thing, because the words, that's what I'll do, is the words are going to be face up again. So kind of use this as your guide here. Yep, it's about right. You can see what I'm doing here. All right, now we're going to tear this one. And if the words are upside down, you know what? That's okay. It's a junk journal. There. All right. So, got one this way and one that way. This one, I don't know. This one might be a little too big. What do you guys think? Taking over too much of the page. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it down a little bit. Or I should say tear it down a little bit. But save this. Gotta save that, right? Okay. All right. Yay. Look how good that looks. All right. Now from here, if you can see right there, there's some white. And I'm going to use my purple to cover that up. Use my purple again. Just go along the edges. Just kind of, you can still see it a little bit, which is fine. I just don't like the stark white. So there's that one. And that one there. All right. Oops, there's still some you can see. Get in those little crevices there. Okay. All right. Another thought is, since we're still building from the ground up, we're going to glue these on, and then off camera I am going to sew all the way around the edges. Now from here you can add another layer, meaning another pocket that's a little bit smaller. To go over the top, let's see if I have any other. I don't know if I have any other ones that I want to use. Let's see. Does that go? I don't know. I don't like that one. Let's see. How about, I don't know. We're just messing around here, guys. That's pretty with some lace over the top. I might do that. I might do some additional lace border, or like this, a ribbon border. You just never know. And the reason I think of this ahead of time is, like I've said before, to me it's harder to add things to the pages once they're sewn in to the signatures, to the spine. All right, so from here, let's glue this down. I'm not going to add another page, but you certainly could. You could take another piece of scrapbook paper. Let's say this one right here. That looks pretty good. and then do the same tear technique, like right there. That looks pretty good, just right along the side there. Let's see, maybe I'm changing my mind, and this is what I do, is I just go through, and then if something looks good, you just go with it. Now that one turned out wonky, so I'm going to just tear it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, why not, right? Why not? Okay. I'm going to purple that edge up. And then maybe around the sides, just to keep the purpleness going here. Purpleness. That looks really good. Okay, now the other side. Okay. Gotta be upside down again, right? So we're going to tear again. Pulling towards you at an angle. Yep, looking good. Cut that little guy off of there. Purple up the edges. What I think is so fun about doing this kind of stuff is, well, I love everything about it, but I didn't know how this page was going to turn out. So what I did was I started with the purple. Then I started here, and then I added purple. Then I added some additional, and I'm going to keep going with that, and I let the page kind of dictate what's going to happen next. So what I'm seeing right here is I'm seeing that I'd like to bring out some yellow and then maybe some blue, because with our little theme here that we got going, right? So that's just what's so fun. All right, cover up my ink, gotta do that. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna tack this down. Get my glue out here. This is Scotch Create permanent glue stick, and I'm going to go around the edges that are going to be sewn in to my page. So this is basically just to tack it down, not for you know, the end all on the glue, because the fabric will, or excuse me, the sewing around the edge will definitely hold it down. So we're going to go along the edge of this one, the little side pocket here. All right. This is looking really, really pretty, you guys. And what you want to look at is when it's folded, is this going to be a little bit too long? And on this side is not, but this side is. So I'm going to make it a little bit shorter, just so that the pages fold nicely and they don't get bent up. That still has a little bit of an edge there. Get that out of the way. Get this side down. All right, I'm going to put that on there. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear that. We get some major winds up here. When we first moved in, I was really scared our house was going to blow down. I mean, it's not tornado force or anything like that, but when we're up in the mountains, holy cow, it is scary. It makes the windows shake. All right, so from here, I think it's looking fab. What I would like to do is add some more embellishments, but I am going to sew around the edge, and then maybe we'll finish this page today, and the next one in my tutorial will be another page. So hold on just a second and I will be right back. Okay everyone, I am back, and what I did is I used a navy thread and I kind of did this wonky stitch that's on my sewing machine, and I just went all the way around the edge. And what I made sure of is on the back side that I had my corners lined up and my edges, so that looks really good. So on this side we've got an additional little bit of interest on that page too. Now what I do, and I was debating on how to do this on camera, is I build all my pages from, like I said, the base up, and then I add my final embellishments at the very end, meaning from here this is complete for now. And what I mean by that is I don't know, because I haven't created any tags yet. So what I like to do is when I create my tags or my little booklets or whatever ephemera I'm going to put in here, that dictates what type of decoration or ribbon or sequins or whatever I'm going to add at the end. So this page is preliminarily complete. There's a word for you, preliminarily complete. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that back to my signature, right? So we've got that. We've got double pocket here and a double pocket there. Now from here, let's go to another page, see if we can add something on to one of the other pages. How about this one? Because there's another blank. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip the centers back, the rest of the book, and then I'm going to keep this clipped together. Let me get another paper clip here. So that way I remember the order, because trust me, I am not good about keeping stuff in order. So the way I'm going to remember this is these are on the outside, this is in the middle, and then I'm going to add this in there. All right. Okay. All right, so we've got another blank page here. Let's do something different on this page. Let's add some fabric. Yay! Okay, fabric. Let me get out my fabric. And another thing for organization that I do is I keep everything that I'm working on in the particular project in a bin. So this is all my fabric that I have, that and ribbon that I might be using. Don't know if I'm going to. And then in another bin, I've got all my scrapbook paper and paper. So all this is going to be maybe used, right? All right, but unknown. It's just an option. So from this, for this page, what did I say we're going to do? Let's do some fabric. Okay. All right. And I love to add fabric to pages. It just, to me, gives it a lot of dimension and interest, and I think it makes the pages pop. All right, so we're going to do fabric. Let's find some fabric here out of my stash. And maybe we'll make some belly bands. See, this is what's so fun, you guys, is just thinking about stuff. Or let's make some side pockets. Yeah, tuck spots. Okay, so we've got some ticking here. Yay. Oh, look. Oh, I didn't even plan that. I swear I didn't plan that. This is exactly the length I want. Ha, ha, ha. All right. So, cool thing is this is striped. so I can cut a straight line, because I am not good at cutting a straight line. I can't even do it with the following the stripe. Oh, brother. Oh well, that's okay. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fray the edges, and I just take my nail and pull some of the fabric off. Love that. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be exact. All right. Okay, so there's one. Now, do I want to do the same thing on the other side? Because there again, they're not going to be facing each other. They're going to be different parts of the book. Yeah. No. I think what I'll do is I'll do something different on this side. What I might do is I might cut a piece of thicker width on this side of ticking. Pull some edges to make it distressed again. Well, let's think about that. Put that baby over there. Maybe that could be sewn along the top, and then just have a fold up there, and this could be on the side. Love that. Okay, so let's go with it. All right, now from here, this looks very, I don't know, plain to me. So let's go back to our stamps and stencils. Okay, so let's use something different on this one. Let's see. I've got my postal stamp. I've got some lines. I'm not going to use lines today for this page. Oh, I've got some big flourishes. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. I like these. I got these at a thrift store. Can you believe it? You guys think probably, man, she gets a lot of stuff at thrift stores. Well, trust me, it's my passion to go, so I don't, this has been gathered over time. It's not like I went out once and got all this stuff. This is like a couple of years of putting stuff together, which is fine. Everyone has to start somewhere, and just like I did, I watched some YouTube videos. I watched, got a lot of ideas from Pinterest, and I'm like, oh man, I love this stuff. I'm gonna just have to go with it. So I've got a rose here that was from Goodwill. Yay. Okay, so let's do the rose. Sure, why not? Now, if you look, the rose has the petals, or I should say, you know, the flower itself, and then the leaves. So let's see if I can mimic that on the stamp. So we're not going to go with red, because that's not the theme of my book here. So we're going to go with maybe yellow, green, and blue. Blue roses? There probably are some blue roses in this world. I don't know for sure. There may be a hybrid that has one, but my journal's going to have one. So I'm just going to go around the center where I think the rose is. And then let's see, there's that up here, there's the rose up there. And this looks like this stamp was originally from Stampin' Up. And then there's a little bud up here. Okay. You know what's crazy, you guys, is I've got so many different ideas for embellishing, and not necessarily techniques, but just different things to use, and maybe techniques, that I don't think I can fit them all in one journal. Maybe that's why mine gets so big, because I have so many ideas. I'm just getting out some green here. My stamps. Let's see. I've got another distress ink. This is peeled paint, also from Tim Holtz. I'm thinking since I only have 2 of these, I need to get more. I'm going to do this directly onto the stamp itself, which is probably what we're not supposed to do, but that's okay, because I need to get some more of those ink blending tools so that I have a huge supply that I can use for all my different colors. All right, now from here, let's see how it looks. All right, do I want it on this side or this side? I think I want it on this side. It doesn't have to be centered. I'm just going to stand up so I know what I'm doing here. Oh, push it down. I'm not a great stamper, but what I like to do is just make sure that, you know, just push down pretty tight and then lift straight up. And it didn't do anything. Well, it kind of did. Oh man, look at that. I need some more blue. Oh, dang. All right, we're gonna have to try that again, folks. Jeez Louise. Maybe I should do purple. Although that does look pretty. Excuse me. You know what I think I'll do? Is I'm gonna leave that, and what we'll do from there, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that on camera. I think I am. Hold on one sec. Colored pencils and gel pens, guys. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got. Got a blue that needs to be sharpened. Let me see if there's a blue in this one that doesn't need to be sharpened. Whoa. Let's see. I think I saw one in there. Where is it? There we go. Move these out of the way. And then I'm just going to go, I'm going to put my head down and just go along the outline very lightly with this. Oh, that's looking good, you guys. Did you guys like to color when you were little? I absolutely loved to color. I loved it. And I always did borders. And isn't that funny? It transcends into what I'm making today. I love borders. So, just going to go around that. Just a rough edge, not pressing too hard, just kind of squigglies. Following the outline, the very faint outline, I might add. But that's okay. You know, you just go with it. Oh, and then I got this little bud guy over here. There, can you see that? Look how pretty that looks. Yay! I'm going to do some green also. It's a good color, green. Just going to do the outlines of the leaves. And maybe the veining in the leaves. You know, and it may be that my blue and my green are drying out. That's why they didn't show up on this stamp. So I'll have to check that out. Could be, right? All right. And then I might go back in and draw some of the stems with some browns, but you get the idea, so there you go. All right, okay, from here, we're back to our little fabric flap here, right? So what we're gonna do, put these guys back. I don't know, do I need something on this side? Probably, because you know me. All right, let's do another stamp. Let's do a flourish this time. I don't know if I should try blue again. Let's see if this is, we'll try it. We'll try it. If not, I'm going to be making an order or making a trip to Hobby Lobby, right? All right, so I'm going to have that kind of, let's see, what am I doing here? right along the side there, or is that too lined up? No, I think it'll be fine. What I'm going to do, because I can always add more, right? Push this down. Cross your fingers, hope for the best. I'm going to be drawing some of this in there. Oh, that looks good. Yay, look at that. So it's going to kind of be coming out of the edge there. And then, hold on, think of this, you guys. All right, see, this is where my mind takes me. What about if I don't line this all the way up to the edge and I fold it over a little bit? And you got a little bit on the back. Ha! That's what we're going to do. Nice. Okay, so let me move all this stuff out of the way. I'm going to add another piece of fabric over that. And I like to use different types of fabric, meaning different patterns, different layer, different weights, I should say. Let's see. Or maybe even some lace. That looks really good. Yeah, we're just going to go with it, because do you guys ever do this when you think too much and you're like, oh, and then I get stuck. Then I get stuck and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I don't like anything. All right, so we're going to cut a piece a little bit shorter. Go on that side. Oh, that looks really good, you guys. And then on this side, oh, this is tied at the end. Hold on a second. All right, I'm going to go with that. And then do the whole fold over thing. All right, so I'm going to cut that right there. Line that up, and do the whole fold over right here, which looks so good, and this looks so good. Oh, yay. All right, so on that side we've got more lace, which could be another pocket. I think we're going to go with that. Now, on that one, I am going to tack this down with some Fabri-Tac. So I'm just going to go on the border here. And my Fabri-Tac was getting too thick, and I read on the Beacon website that you can get it less thick by using nail polish remover. So I did that and it works fabulous. I didn't do a ton. I did maybe a teaspoon for this whole thing. This is about halfway full. And it mixes up really well, which is great. And it just creates a better viscosity. And you can get a second life out of your Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix, same thing. All right, now from here, this I'm going to glue down the whole way just so it stays like that. That guy going over the top. And this is going to be another pocket. So I just glued along the edges there. And then I'm going to tack that down better. Or actually what I'll do is I'll just, where's my little clippies? Where's my clippies? I get the idea. I'm going to clip that down, but I can't find a clip. Ha! Okay, on this side, same sort of deal. Just going to go along the top here. And then secure that, just kind of tack it down. All right, so from there, I'm going to sew around the edges here on both sides and go all the way around, and then we're going to have another preliminary page. Now this is by far completed, by far not completed, I should say. And then from there, like I said, I'll decide later what I'm going to add to these pages, whether it be booklets, tags, ephemera, pages, envelopes, whatever I want, right? Because that's what's so fun. All right, so what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to sew around my page. I'm going to put together some other pages using the same corners and that kind of stuff. And then on the next video, what I'm going to do is come back and show you guys what I did, and also some different embellishing and decorating of the pages that we're going to continue on. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm excited for how this journal is coming together, and I will see you in the next installment. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.